great, but unlike Rick, I've never been to Mexico, but I love a good old American-style breakfast, and one of my favourite things is a big pile of pancakes with maple syrup and bacon. And I'm going to show you and Kim how to do it now. Now, these are great for a breakfast, or it's just a simple, easy thing for a lunchtime snack, for those of you who are still in bed. There you go. Right, really simple. What I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to talk about a pancake mixture here. Now, pancake mixture is different to a conventional one. So we're using flour, we're using milk and using eggs, but the way that this is different is we incorporate the eggs in a different way, and also we're going to have baking powder and some sugar to this. Right. So throw in the flour first of all, because what we're trying to do first is make a batter, then the baking powder, then the sugar. So you kind of throw it all in, and then we separate the eggs out. We put the yolks in here and the whites in here, because we're going to whisk up the whites, because this is a nice sort of light batter that we're going to do with this. Now, you cook a fair bit, though, don't you? You're a big fan of sort of local produce and stuff like that? So
I'm a big fan of local produce, yeah, and there's a, like where I live, there's a fantastic fishmongers that I would go to, and, you know, great butchers and stuff. But because I'm doing the show at the moment, that's my excuse.
Now, this is cabaret that you're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
This must be totally different departure from your, you know, the routine thing of kind of like EastEnders and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, completely. But you do get into a routine, it's just that it's very different. It's quite antisocial. You know, my working hours are 5 till 11, really.
But, I mean, it's won tons of awards, cabaret. How is it kind of taken over from somebody else? I mean, it must be just...
Yeah, what, Liza Minnelli?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it. No, it's great. It's a fantastic role, playing Sally Bowles.
But, I mean, singing before, you've never really done... I suppose you did Fame Academy.
I did the Fame, yeah.
And came second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did you come in your Strictly... I didn't mean that. Did you...
Fourth-ish. No, I fourth. I got to the semi-final.
Yeah.
And then I let the rest of them run, win. No,
but no, it's really different having to sort of sing every day, and you start getting a bit precious about, you know, your throat.
But I mean, your diet must be quite important, because you know you have to be super fit to do those kind of shows. Because there's a lot of dancing, singing, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you pay much attention to that or not? Or do you just don't bother?
I eat like a horse, honestly, I do. But then I can now because I'm working out a lot more. But I'm sort of doing things like honey and lemon, you know, for your throat. Manuka honey.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, you used to eat a lot as a kid, didn't you?
What?
You used to eat a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Bucket loads.
I used to eat loads. Yeah.
But wasn't there a story in a jar of sweets when?
Well, there was this. Guess the number of sweets in a jar, in a big bell jar competition at school.
Yeah.
And it was full of mojos, you know, those little tiny, you know, like fruit salads.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I spent, it was 5 years ago, I spent about £12. I went every break, it was almost a bit OCD, I'd say, 952, 1,000. Anyway, they announced the winner, and it was no surprise that I actually won. Out of a school of 500, I won. And then I got it home, and I ate about a third of the bell jar. And I just was sick, completely sick, had to put them away, never ate them again.
Lovely. Well, I'm only going to cook you 3 of these anyway, because what we've done here is just get our egg whites, you see.
Yeah.
Just fold these through. And this creates a lovely lighter batter. Now, what you need is it's kind of like a soft batter, not really as soft as conventional pancakes, because what you want to do is just almost like drop these. And Rick was using a little skillet there to cook early. But then what you can do is just fold these in just slightly. Now, I know, Sarah, you've been making these, haven't you?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disaster this week. Luckily, no one was around to see it, but about half the mixture went in the bin. They were just really thick and a bit gloopy and not very tasty.
You see, this is what
you
need
need
to do.
I didn't whisk my egg whites separately.
There you go.
Right, that's always the secret, you see, that's the thing. There you go. Now, I hear, Tim, you're not very confident cooking for people, are you, really?
Not really. I mean, I came with about 4 people, but if it gets more than that, I get nervous.
Start to get panic.
I think it stems back from when I was about 14. I tried to cook paella for friends.
Really?
And I went to sort of serve it, and it wouldn't come off the spoon. It was just solid. And that really put me off. So I need to go on a course.
A little course. Well, here's a little masterclass now on pancakes, American-style pancakes. What you do is just drop these into butter.
Butter?
Yeah, I've got to get this right. I keep getting told off every time I go back up north. And we just drop these in, you see? Now, what the secret is you make sure the butter's not too hot. And what you need to do, just so it's brown, now cook them in butter, not in oil, because you need them to colour nicely. Yeah. And just keep your eye on them. This is why, I mean, Rick was using a little skillet there. It's so much better to use a little skillet if you can, because these will actually just cook nice and simple. But they cook very, very quickly. Now, these are not like normal pancakes where you can keep the batter and you can make the pancakes and freeze them,
right,
which is easy to do. If you like your pancakes, they freeze really nicely. These you almost need to cook once the mixture's done,
But
straight
they're
away.
quite fluffy, are they?
They're lovely, light and fluffy, and you just fold these over, you see? Pop them over. See, there's always one. That one. That's for me. There you go. And we just fold these over. Now you just gently cook them. Just fold them over again. And they're lovely, light and fluffy. I'll turn that off.
Wow, that is good.
And look, this is what you end up with. They cook very, very quickly. These lovely, light little cakes. Now, I absolutely adore these. These are just nice, just on their own, just with some warm summer fruit or something like that.
And you would definitely cook these at home. You would legitimately cook rather than, yeah.
Bye.
No, I know.
Would I?
Would you cook? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and...
Bit of maple syrup. But put it in with the bacon.
Yeah.
You know? Maple syrup in with the bacon. Just drizzle it over the top. Put it in with the bacon.
That's the best technique with the bacon, isn't it? The maple syrup in with it.
And in the pan.
Yeah, really
and then what you
nice.
do is you get the bacon here. Place this on the top. And then not forgetting, because we've got all these lovely juices over the top. This is your bacon. I always find bacon and pork fat and maple syrup.
Or,
It should line your arteries as it's going down. Dive into that. Tell us what you think.
Gosh.
This will build you up because you've got 2 shows this afternoon.
I have.
haven't you?
God, I don't know at all today.
Fish to start, then pancake.
Slightly unconventional, isn't it?
Down into that.
Okay, sorry.
It should be nice and light, quite hot. The pancakes are delicious.
Lovely.
Happy with that? Right, what am I going to cook for Kim at the end of the show? Would you like to see her face her food heaven? Scallops, which I'm going to use hand-dyed scallops and quickly pan-fry them and serve them on a creamy Jerusalem artichoke puree with crushed spicy peas and crispy bacon. And the dish is finished off with a fresh pea shoot salad on the top. It's delicious, that dish. Or would you rather, Kim, face that dreaded food hell time? Have you got mouthful still? With a twist on an apple crumble. I'm going to soften the apples with butter, sugar and lemon thyme, then cover them with a classic crumble and bake in the oven until it's lovely and golden brown on the top, and it's served with piping hot homemade custard infused with more of that traditional common thyme. Trust me, this really does work. Tastes superb. So to vote, just call 090 15 22 0101 to see Kim face her food heaven or food hell at the end of the show. Calls cost 15p. You can have another mouthful now. That's all right. She's waiting for another mouthful. Coming up, Lawrence has a truly British lunch to show.